Afternoon, and thanks for having us in. Today marks 50 years since Ellabeth Lodermeyer disappeared, and Sioux Falls police are hoping the anniversary of the cold case will finally bring some closure. Ellabeth graduated from Augustana College, and in 1974 she had just started a career as a social worker when police arrived at her home that March. They found a loaf of bread that hadn't been baked and flour spilled on the floor. She was in the process of getting a divorce from Gene Lodermeyer, and according to court records, he had a history of abusing her. Ellabeth's family and police believe Gene killed her, but he was never charged. While investigators have found some of her belongings, they've never found Ellabeth's body. Gene died 11 years ago. Police are hoping someone has information that can help them finally find Ellabeth. They say no piece of information is too small. A former child care worker who admits having sexual contact with children in both Lincoln and Minnehaha counties is back in court today. Chris Pumi recently pleaded guilty to 3 sex crimes in Minnehaha County and is scheduled to be sentenced this afternoon. Last year, he was sentenced to 25 years for his Lincoln County crimes. KELOLAND's Julia Lynn will be in the courtroom for today's sentencing. Watch for updates on KELOLAND News and on KELOLAND.com. Pivoting to weather, there's some flurries falling in Rapid City, Megan.
That is right. We'll take a look at those in just a second. Those are going to stay light as we go through the day and move into eastern KELOLAND as we head into this evening and overnight. Right now, thicker clouds in Sioux Falls, 39 degrees, a north wind at 14 miles an hour. There is a look at those flurries in Rapid City right now at 29 degrees, a southeast wind at about 3. And again, those are going to stay very light as we head through the rest of today. It's 45 degrees in Yankton, 34 in Brookings, 25 in Sisseton, 27 in Mobridge, 30 in Buffalo, and 21 in Custer. And our winds are much lighter than they were yesterday, right now at 5 to 15 miles an hour. And they are mostly out of the north, helping bring in some of that cooler air that's going to be around today and tomorrow. We do have some thicker clouds in western South Dakota, and under those clouds we are watching those flurries or very light snow showers this afternoon. Again, those will be moving across the area as we head into the later parts of this evening. So for today, keeping partly to mostly cloudy skies, mostly light winds, 44 the high in Sioux Falls, 38 in Aberdeen, 37 in Pierre, and 36 in Rapid City. These temperatures are around normal for the first part of March. Then for tonight, we'll keep the partly to mostly cloudy skies, mostly light winds, 24 the low in Sioux Falls, 15 Aberdeen, 20 in Pierre, and 21 in Rapid City. For tomorrow, there will be more sunshine. We'll keep our winds mostly light. Southeastern KELOLAND will have some stronger winds though. 42 the high in Sioux Falls and Aberdeen, 45 in Pierre and in Rapid City. Then for this weekend, we'll have sunshine, we'll have light winds, and temperatures do start climbing back up. 49 Sioux Falls on Saturday, 47 Aberdeen, 55 in Pierre, and 56 in Rapid City. Even warmer temperatures on Sunday and even warmer yet on Monday. We'll take a closer look at your mostly dry 7-day forecast in just a little bit.
Thank you, Megan. Only days after 35,000 people attended the National Pheasant Fest and Quail Classic at the Premier Center in Sioux Falls, the venue is set to host the Summit League Basketball Championships. Summit League staff spent the morning moving into the Premier Center for the 5-day tournament, which tips off tomorrow. They're actually ahead of schedule as the Premier Center finished installing the ice installation and basketball court overnight last night.
They're tremendous. Like anything we need, they're bending over backwards for us, and to be able to get the court done, the ice down, and have it ready for us when we got here this morning was tremendous. Big help.
The Summit League Basketball Championships tip it off tomorrow with 8-9 play-in games. Kansas City and Omaha meeting the women's game at 4:30, followed by Oral Roberts and South Dakota men at 7. And the South Dakota High School State Girls Basketball Tournaments tip off today as well. Arlington is the #1 seed in Class B. The Cardinals are 21-2 on the season, but are making their first trip to state since 2011. The team has grabbed the attention of Arlington residents who say nothing beats small-town basketball.
There's no comparison. A small town, this is our activity of the week, is going to that basketball game.
We don't have the large percentage of kids playing, but what we do have do very well.
Arlington opens tournament action at noon Mountain Time in Rapid City against James Valley Christian. And tonight on KELOLAND, we'll tell you why basketball is an important part of life in the town and what a championship would mean to the community. To national news, some people consider it the Super Bowl of politics, the annual State of the Union address the president makes before Congress, with Americans watching at home. President Joe Biden will be center stage delivering a speech that takes on even added significance this election year. Skylar Henry reports from Washington.
Mr. Speaker, the President of the United States.
President Biden delivers his third State of the Union address to the nation tonight, which could be his biggest audience before the November election.
This is a chance for the president to talk about the strides that our economy has made under his leadership, adding more jobs than any president ever.
The president also will be looking for support addressing key issues, urging Congress to restore the expanded child tax credit for low and middle income families and to cap out-of-pocket prescription drug costs at $2,000 a year for anyone with private insurance. Voters, of course, have mixed feelings about what to expect tonight.
I don't agree with any of his policies, so.
And I think he's doing a terrific job with the economy.
As Biden works to show he has the policies and fight in him for a second term, his likely challenger in November says he'll be watching the speech closely.
Former President Trump is promising to do a live play-by-play of the State of the Union address. He also says he's willing to debate the president, in his words, anytime, anywhere.
America is at a breaking point.
And ahead of his first State of the Union as House Speaker, Mike Johnson released a video criticizing, among other things, the Biden administration's immigration policies.
It is a catastrophe, a humanitarian catastrophe, a national security catastrophe, and it was done by design.
Alabama Senator Katie Britt will give the official Republican response. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Washington.